Make it your year this year, man. Why wait, man? It's just like, if you wait another year, you just lost one, man. There's so many things that can happen in a single day when your mind is right. Imagine 365 of them combined with a mind right. What you can do, what you can overcome, the person you can be this time next year.
You're racing against no one but yourself. When you compare yourself to other people, you are losing the race. Like, this race is you against you, man. Worry about yourself, worry about what you're doing, and worry about where you're going, and only where you're going to be your best self.
Pressure changes everything, pressure. Some people, you squeeze them, they focus, others fold. Can you summon your talent at will? Can you deliver on a deadline? Can you sleep at night?
Confidence and fear both require believing in something that hasn't happened yet. At a certain point, you have to consider that you're choosing to be afraid.
Believe in yourself. Believe that you're better than everyone else. You know what I mean? When I was looking at fights or looking at anything, obviously I can do this. I'm as good as that. Be confident and be humble. Train hard. That's it. Just
don't ever sell out for the temporary reward of what the opportunity is today. Believe in the bigger picture. Believe that all these things are just moments building the wave for the big moment to come. Always plant the seeds of hard work and integrity and honor today, and then every day you water them and nourish them, believe in them. One day that will sprout a flower of which, when you're dead and gone, people will still remember.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you could go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up, no matter what.
How bad do you want it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is giving birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again.
if you ever get to a stage where you're looking at something and saying, nah, that doesn't work. That's my way is better. That's the wrong way of thinking. You want to learn absolutely everything. You want to absorb everything, and you want to be perfect. You know, you're looking for perfection, and you're looking to be able to move every way. And I mean, that's what I'm looking for, anyway. You know.
If your life was a movie, and people were watching up to this point, what would the audience be screaming at the screen, telling you to do with your life? What would they be? It's obvious. Leave the job. Leave the get like it's your brother. It's the killer's hiding in the cupboard. Whatever it might be. What would the audience watching the movie of your life be screaming at the screen, telling you to do?
Remember, it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that separates winners from losers. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you that counts. In the final analysis, your response to the adversity of life is the real measure of who you are and what you're made of.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Yes.
Because you need to have a hierarchy of improvement. You need to be aiming for something. And that means you're going to be lesser than people who've already attained along that dimension.
Yes.
And that can give rise to envy. So the question is, who should you defeat in the final analysis? And the answer is, you should defeat your former self. You should be constantly trying to do that. And you're the right control for yourself too, because you're the one who's had all your advantages and disadvantages. And so if you want to compete fairly with someone, then you should be competing with you.
What if I told you 2026 was the year you got the life you always dreamed of? The money, the body, the mindset, but only on one condition. Starting January 1st, you have to show up every day from here on out. Hearing these words probably puts a spark in your brain, gives you a little dopamine hit. But what good is a motivational video if you ain't gonna use these words and put them into action? Increase your sacrifice or reduce your desire. Because not everybody cut out for this shit, bro. But don't prove that shit to them. Prove that shit to yourself.
They see I don't party, bro, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and they see that and they're like, bro, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go have fun.
You are.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm having fun. And I try to tell them, like, don't let me affect what you do,
I'm gonna
bro.
be good regardless.
I'm gonna be good regardless, but I'm comfortable who I am.
The work comes before the belief. You have to do a little work before you actually believe. And you work and work and work and work and work, and then it produces a little bit of result. And then you say, oh, okay, that works. And it instills a little bit of belief. Then you work and work and work and work and work, and you get a little bit bigger result. And then you get a little bit more belief. So the work always comes before the belief in yourself, and you have to have the faith that you are willing to do that work without a visible result, understanding that down the road it's going to pay off.
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been dealing with this foolishness since Pee Wee football, man. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinions people have of you.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
People think it's no big deal to hang out with idiots, but the problem is you're absorbing their energy. And instead of hanging out with really cool people and you absorb their energy and everybody like gets out of there feeling fucking great.
Yeah.
What a good time. What a good time.
They just suck the energy.
They
out.
suck it and they make it about them and they get negative and they're fucking passive aggressive and weird or whatever it is. It's like, I don't want to deal with him anymore, man.
Yeah. You
And
eventually shed those people.
You should, you should, because they are energy.
Yeah.
It's like you can, and I think how you feel personally, like how your life is going, has a giant effect on how your life can go, because you're thinking in a positive way. You know, like you're in the right groove, you're in the right vibration.
Work, 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 work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 work. No results, but I'm a little bit better. Work, 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 work. No results, I'm a little bit better. Work. Boom. Just got paid. I just got paid. And it looks like overnight success. It's like, oh shit, it happened in a year. No, bro, it doesn't. Because if you do all those things, even if nothing happens and you know you're doing the right thing and you're on track, overnight success becomes this easy thing because you were internally growing and then the bubble popped. And then boom, it looks like you were doing it all along.
Today is January 1st. And guess what? You are the exact same person you were on December 31st. No switch was flipped. Nothing changed. You have the same habits, the same strengths, the same weaknesses, the same vices. All that has changed is the date on the calendar. And no matter how motivated you are to be a different person this year, you have to first act like a different person. You have to act like that person long before you ever actually become that person. You have to do what that person would do. You have to act the way that person would act. If you do not change your actions, this version of yourself that you're trying to be is nothing more than a fairy tale. It's a figment of your imagination. If one day you want to look in the mirror and see the person that you see in your mind on January 1st, it's going to come down to the way you act, the standards you set, the things you do and the things you don't do. Who you end up being at the end of 2026 is ultimately going to boil down to what you did during 2026.
They think you're weak. They don't respect you. They look at you and they see fear. They see mediocrity. You're the one they point and laugh at. And it's been like this for so long. It's about time you flip that switch. People like them exist because people like you exist. It's because they feed on you to survive. You got two choices in this life. You either accept the cards you've been dealt and let life beat the shit out of you. You dig your heels in and you fight the back. You've been complacent for too long, bro. Lace them up, put the gloves on and start swinging back.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
It's simple. Number one, outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, and outlast. If you can outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, outlast, it's going to be very, very hard to compete against you.
If you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
You don't know how you're gonna win? You treat every day like a Monday and every month like a January. You gotta wake up every day and put 110% to your craft because there's someone out there that's getting it more than you. So don't be acting shocked when they up and you down. The person who grinds the hardest always gets it. Hard work beats talent every time. Remember that.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the odds. You have to believe it's possible.
End off your night with this. You can either wake up tomorrow and literally choose to change your life, choose to get the skills you need to be successful, rich, or conquer your dreams. Or you can wake up and decide to do the same shit that you've been doing for the past 3 years of your life that you hate.
When you're 35, 40, 50 years old, you're going to figure out that you didn't have a choice and you didn't take the right choice, okay? And the right choice is you can either go out and build your dreams, go through all the hard shit, get knocked down 1,000,000 times, get punched in the face 1,000,000 times, get told you're shit by everybody that you love and everybody that's around you, get made fun of, get laughed at, get picked on, become the joke, and continue to move forward, and then build your dreams and let your life speak for itself. That's your one choice. Or the other choice is you can quit.
But now you know what giving it your all is. And you will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. And you guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all. Come on. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
What's holding people back from excelling beyond average? Do you think it's talent, belief?
I think people don't do very much. I think people do a lot of talking about doing, not a lot of doing. And I think it's the doing that does everything. And I think that's and whether it's lack of motivation, lack of focus, lack of 100 different things, it just comes down to number of actions taken per unit of time. And I think the vast majority of people just wildly underestimate the volume that's required.
What do you want in your life? We have so much influence coming at us that we are so lost. We don't know what we want to do because we don't spend enough time with ourselves. You have to learn to shut off a phone, shut off a computer, shut off a TV. And it's okay to sit in a room by yourself in a chair and just think about you, where I want to be, where do I see myself tomorrow, the next year from that. And it takes a lot of self-discipline to be able to do that nowadays because you want to be so attached to everything. You want to be so caught up with the world. The world's moving too fast. The world's moving so fast that you're trying to keep up to the point where you lose yourself in the world.
So we don't stop. If we start something, we see it the entire way through. At the end of it, even if you don't like it to the highest level, you know that you put your time, energy into something that you're at least proud that you did, proud that you were able to put a period on that sentence.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now. The main point is to find something that you are not standing still where you are right now. At least prepare yourself slowly, step by step, to get out of that hole right now.
To achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.
Fired up, man. Fired the f up, man. Motivated, pumped up, man. Early still, man. Early. Some people just getting up, going about their first endeavor of the day. We've already done a few endeavors, man. We already kicked some ass. We like the taste of that. We want to kick some more ass. So the next endeavor we're doing, because we put value in our day. You repeatedly do. In anything you do.
So many people, they want to go somewhere, but they don't want to move. What do they expect? They expect us to pick them up and carry them there? No. What is it today that you've been wanting, but to be honest with you, you haven't yet gotten? I will almost guarantee you the reason that your want and desire is far from being fulfilled by achieving it is because you haven't taken action necessary. So today, Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't wish for it. Go for it. Dive, move, start, act. Trust me, it's the only way to get there.
Earl Nightingale said many years ago that 1 hour per day of study in your chosen field was all that it really takes. 1 hour per day of study will put you at the top of your field within 3 years. Within 5 years, you'll be a national authority. In 7 years, you can be one of the best people in the world at what you do with just 1 hour every single day.
Get the coffee, make the pancakes, kiss the girl, kiss the kids. You wake up, right to work.
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it. But you can.
Right now in life, your family's looking for that one guy right now. They're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around. They look around and find you.
Some of y'all are motivated by broke. I'm broke, I'm stuck, I'm f***ed up, I can't do nothing. Some of y'all are motivated by just wanting to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Other folks are motivated by materialistic things. It's a very simple concept. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
What else you gonna do, man? Sit around and do nothing, be nothing, contribute to nothing, become nothing, build nothing? Because that's the other alternative. I'm just not willing to accept that as my reality.
Remember, it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that separates winners from losers. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you that counts.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. But if you don't quit, if you go for it, with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are going to call you crazy. Your friends are going to look at you sideways. But you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while. And you might have to pay your success tax. And you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better.
There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're going to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out, or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a day where push comes to shove, where being mediocre, being like average and shit just burns. It sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day, and you get off your ass and you create something that's always been there.
One time, I was running by a graveyard when I was just trying to I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there are so upset with how you lived your life. Now I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't die like this, bro.
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be?
It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Mano to mano, me and you, and where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. If you got the clock says it's 10 o'clock time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5 time to go to work, that's bullshit. If you're in bed right now, and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the f*** up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a f***ing person's here.
Don't be mad. When you're laying there in your bed, and you're in the hospital, and you're 70, 80, 90 years old, and you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit.
Starving rats are placed into a tube.
Yeah.
And they have a spring that is attached to the tail that can measure the force that they pull at, and that's a proxy for desire. Then they waft the smell of cheese in from the front of the tube, and the rat pulls, and they measure how hard they want to go. And you think, these rats are starving, they would be pulling pretty hard. Then they do another iteration of the study. This time they waft the smell of cheese in from the front, but they waft the smell of a cat in from behind. And the rats pull harder.
Yeah.
And what's the lesson? That you not only need to run towards something that you want,
yeah,
but you need to run away from something that you fear.
One thing that I've discovered is the black sheep of the family always, if they keep getting back up again, turns out to be the goat. Stop taking constructive criticism from people that have never constructed anything that you've walked through.
There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your name's attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything.
Lock in, believe in what you believe in. Nobody else matter. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your truth. You have to hold yourself to your beliefs, and always believe in the power of the man above. Because nobody in the history of life been able to do it by themselves.
Amen.
Nobody.
Hustle, hustle, hustle. Sleep was sin in my household. If it was daylight, you couldn't be inside. Mom would always say, why are you gonna watch someone doing something when you can go out in the world and do it yourself? Turn that damn thing off, get outside. Had to be outside. Get out in the world, go hustle. Figure it out. Be home at dark.